This is the Songbird Cooking. So I found my purpose now, my full purpose after retirement. I found it today. It's just for me to be who I've always been since I was born. And that's why I was trying to figure out why, not, God saved me when the x-ray says my head is cut off and the full pelvis twist tore me apart, but I'm still here, and even the doctors some of them were afraid to get near me after the 5 x-rays and the 5 CAT scans. But today, a homeless man approached me at the store next door, and as the store was about to close, it should be hotter, because it should be sizzling, and I found my purpose. I make these cooking shows. I have no kids here, no grandkids here to come over, and they don't come and eat. Like I used to eat up all my grandma's food. I mean, when they come over, they don't eat. So I make these cooking shows, and then I have too much left over. So he came. I told him to come to the door. He asked me for a blanket while I was at the store. He said he was homeless. He just got out of jail. So he came to the door. I gave him the rest of the black eyed peas, which was like a half a pot of fat pork chop. I mean, that pork chop was so fat you could slice it and make 4 skinny pork chops with it. And it had orange sauce on it. He loved it. He tasted it. I put it in a container, and then I put the rest in a plastic bag because I can't give out all my containers. When I was little, I used to take food to school for all the poor children that I knew for a fact that I lived next to that didn't have anything in their fridge. And I didn't talk about it. I made a fun thing out of it. I'm like, look, I got extra oranges. You want some? And my mom taught me. She said, well, it's okay to give stuff, but you gave away everything, and you're not supposed to leave the fridge empty. So that's what I learned. And that's who I am. And I had tried to back up from being that because some people used me that way. Sizzling now. But tonight, when the store was about to close, about 5 to 9, and I went in and got my baking powder, and he asked me for the blanket. He came to the door. There's no holes in the blanket. I was about to throw it in the trash. And I understood that's what my true purpose is. It's who I was born to be. That's who I've always been. And now I feel complete. I feel 100% complete. I mean, because if the x-ray says my head is cut off and I'm torn apart through the waistline and the legs and all, then I figured this one doesn't look good. I don't think that'll make the food taste good. I felt really good about it. He left with the big thick blanket. It was a comforter, very thick. I paid $75 for it. But I was going to throw it in the trash because I was sick of it or whatever. And it didn't seem to feel the same anymore. And I was going to throw that food away. I was going to throw away that big pork chop and the black eyed peas and, a cake, a homemade cake I made last night. I didn't particularly like the way it came out. And he took the whole thing. And I see that's who I've always been. And like I said, I had backed up from it, but I'm